Welcome back, everybody. This is Dave the Gamer. Today, just wanted to talk about some of the great points Staysafe made about my video. So I believe it was like yesterday he basically showed my video on his stream, which I greatly appreciate him doing. If you haven't already, you have to go check out his stream and his YouTube. I'll link both of them below. This guy's fucking hilarious. One of my favorite streamers out there. But thankfully, he looked over one of my videos, gave some great feedback I wanted to go over and showcase some of his ideas. And whether he meant to do it or not, I think he did come up with some great ideas. And we'll talk about some of the things I talked about that, maybe I did a little overreach on. And, basically the state of bots and what I think could happen going forward. Stay safe, I know you have been wondering. And the answer is grapefruit.
This is the unfortunate reality. Blizzard has the analytics on this stuff, and we don't. Like, Blizzard actually probably has a pretty good idea of how many bots there are, right? And how much money they make from bots, and whether or not bots are paying with tokens or gold. Blizzard knows more about this than we do. And the unfortunate reality is that Blizzard has decided that getting rid of these bots or investing more time into getting rid of these bots is not worth it.
Data that I was using to come up with some of these figures are basically, a guess, because Blizz does not release how many subscribers are actually for WoW Classic. I don't know. So I might have, like I said, I might have reached a little bit trying to think of rough averages of data I found online. Obviously, I have no clue how many bots are. But just like he mentioned, I guarantee Blizz knows exactly how many bots they have and that they outweighs them actually making something happen to fix this issue. So it makes perfect sense exactly what he said.
I think the only way that Blizzard will ever clamp down on botting or multi-boxing, which is also bad for the game, but less bad than botting, obviously. The only way they'll do anything about it, I think, is if enough people quit or threaten to quit because of the bots. And there's no way that players will organize. Like, players would have to make a petition and say, Blizzard, we are going to quit if you don't stop multi-boxing or stop botting.
So thinking about the whole botting situation, I try to come up with a couple ideas. The main thing that I was thinking about was, basically charge $2 extra an hour, and in return, they use that money to actually fix botting. In hindsight now, thinking about this and hearing a bunch of feedback after releasing the video, I think he's exactly right. Unfortunately, the only way for this to ever be solved is basically we all make a petition and quit, which that's not going to happen. So I think we're going to be stuck with bots. I don't think it's as bad as I put it out to be. Yes, it affects, Black Lotus and things of that sort, but they are listening. They just recently posted yesterday about fixing the Black Lotus issue. So I think we're just going to have to deal with it. I don't think it's game breaking, but stick around. I think he's got some other great points.
Honestly, out of all the problems with bots, the most severe impact from botting, I don't even think is the economic impact on the servers. I think the biggest impact from botting, and I need to log into my other account real quick. I think the biggest impact is login queues. Like, if you're on a server where there's so many bots that it's impacting login queues, which results in layering, I think that's the strongest argument against botting is the fucking login queues, which results in layering oftentimes. I don't know if you guys know this. Jagex, the company that operates Old School RuneScape, they'll do bot busting streams where they'll flip on a Twitch stream and their devs will find bots and they'll port the bot and they'll watch the bot move. They'll make sure it's a bot. They'll show everyone it's a bot, and then they'll ban the bot and they'll look inside the bot's bank and see what the bot has farmed. And they'll typically donate all of the bot materials that the bot has farmed to some charity or something. And it's hilarious. And it's super obvious that they're bots, and they'll donate it. It's a really, really cool thing. And even if it's not the most effective thing, let's say they do 30 bots out of 10 trillion, right? But still, it sends a message, and it sends a message, a bot's not allowed, and we're aware of them, and we Don't like it. We don't permit it. It's not allowed. And then also sends a message like, hey, we're here. We're actively doing something to try to stop this, right?
Like that. If you haven't seen the old school RuneScape bot busting streams, they're fucking hilarious. And I definitely think this would be a great fun thing to add into the game. Like you mentioned, it's not going to do a whole lot as far as, reducing a lot of the bots, but it definitely shows that they are paying attention, they are listening. So I'd love to see this come into the game.
Listen, Blizzard, if you're listening, make me a GM of this game. Blizzard, make me a GM and give me the power. Give me the power to go invisible and to fly hack. Okay, and I will spend all day, every stream on my streams, flying around invisible. I didn't get the soul shard. Fuck. I will ban bots all day.
I think we should give Staysafe the power. Give him the flying ability. I would love to watch some streams, him going around just fucking bots up. So, excellent idea. I say let's create a petition for this and get this crazy man the power to fuck shit up in game.
I just had the best idea ever. Dude, I actually know how to stop bots. I just figured it out. I don't know how no one figured this out. Here's what you do. Hear me out. You sell more mounts in retail WoW, and you take the money from the mounts in retail WoW, and then you spend that money on getting rid of bots in classic WoW. Because no one gives a fuck about retail WoW. Those take that money and you spend it on getting rid of bots in classic WoW, and problem solved. They get their mounts, and we get rid of our bots, and Blizzard gets their money, and like Blizzard can keep a little bit of the margin there, and literally every single person is happy.
This solution is perfect. Screw the retail, and let's sell them more mounts. Someone mentioned in his comments they should name the mount Bot Buster. They can make some funny ass mount, and they will buy it, and this will fund us. So that's way better than us paying the money. Let's let the retail people pay the money. Brilliant, outside the box thinking.
Now let me tell you this. Like, let's say Blizzard sort of came to us with an ultimatum. They're like, hey, we're Blizzard. We're some real greedy motherfuckers, all right? And we're not going to do anything about bots unless you pay us $2 more a month. What would you say to that? If they just own up, listen, we're some real greedy and lazy motherfuckers, and we're not doing shit for bots unless you pay $2 more. It's up to you. Do you want this, players? Do you want this or not? What would you say to that? If they just like owned up to it, you just unsub, you'd be like, all right, fuck you, Blizzard, I'm out. I want to say that, but also I'm addicted to classic WoW, so I'm not sure if I would actually quit. Like be honest, if they did that, would you quit? You guys, it's almost 5 a.m. on a Thursday. You guys are watching some other guy play classic WoW while he's watching other people do classic WoW videos.
Would you quit or would you stay? I'd love to hear how many people actually would pay the extra $2. Personally, like I mentioned, I would pay the extra $2, but I understand some of the things he's mentioned that it's not going to solve it in the end. But if they came out and owned up to it, would you?
I'm really attracted to the idea of player moderators like Jagex has, where they pick trusted, good boy community members, and really all that the player moderator has is when a player moderator reports someone, that's like a priority report, and those reports are looked at first.
I think this is the best way to tackle the bots overall. I don't think they're going to do anything too crazy about it. There's too much money incentive and everything else in the game. So the only way and they're not going to throw money at a large staff to actually make this happen. They're really focused on retail right now. So I don't think this is ever going to work. But an excellent idea on Staysafe's part about making players moderators. So just like looking at the forums, how they have forum moderators, it'd be tough to decide exactly who has the power. But like he mentioned, the only power they have is when they do report, it is the first thing to be looked at and actually take action on those bots. So I'd love to see at least that get implemented into the game. I think that would definitely help out overall. And like I said, I don't think bots now, thinking about it more further, I don't think people are obviously quitting over, oh my God, there's so many bots. I can't play this game. I'm going to quit. I mean, I definitely went a little overboard on that. I just feel so strongly about bots, and I guess I'm more salty that I farm 8 hours of my day or whatever. I'm grinding all day, busting my ass when I could be doing all kind of other things in the game. Like I more enjoy the raiding, the PvP aspect, but I have to grind just to be able to do that shit. Meanwhile, they're able to farm 24/7 with no repercussions. So yeah, I guess I'm a little salty. I don't think people are going to quit over this unless it, you know, became like 80% bots. I don't know. I'd probably still play because I'm a nerd.
It's like, oh, just get bigger servers. Blizzard, why didn't you think of this? I don't really, like, I don't know about server infrastructure or what it takes to, you know, make the servers operate at this much more capacity or this much more efficiency. Like, I would speculate that Blizzard, given how many people hate layering and hate login queues and all of this shit, I would speculate if it was as easy as just get bigger servers or just have better servers, I think they would have just done it rather than force people to sit in login queues for several hours a day or add layering back in. Don't you think? Like, that would be my speculation.
He's right. I shouldn't be talking on things that, you know, I don't obviously know about. This was pure speculation based off, you know, my thoughts on how private servers basically can run, you know, thousands of people, all of this 10-man staff for free. And they didn't have as many issues Classic does. So that's where I, you know, was thinking, like, it can't be that hard. If they're able to do it for free and we throw money, a lot more money at it, how can it improve? But he's 100% right. I have no fucking clue about servers, so we'll leave what I do know about instead of just randomly spectating. Like I said, if you haven't seen Staysafe's video, make sure you check out the links below. This guy is fucking epic. One of the best streamers there is out there, and love to see some more of his content coming up.